Hello, everybody.
Hello there.
Often we're in a situation where we say, you know what? If I was in that situation or
Another situation.
another situation, or I had another job or whatever, um, it would have been so easy.
Oh, so much better.
It would be so much better. Longing, looking over the fence to the other side and saying, just look at that. It would have been so much better. And what we are talking about today, and it ties into something that we've read, is it doesn't matter what we are doing. There are challenges.
Mm.
There are difficulties. There are things that if we had a choice, we would have loved not to do it.
Mm. And it can be in opposites. It can be that let's rather just say, we want to talk about the concept of choosing your hard.
Yeah.
So you might be in a relationship and it's very hard, and you say, no, I'd rather not be in a relationship. But then again, in not being in a relationship, there's also hardship.
Yes.
There's also difficulty. There'll be loneliness or nobody to help you with it, support you with it. So you will have a different type of hard, of difficult, but you will also have your difficult. So it's about choosing which one.
Yeah.
So it's not so much about having a perfect situation ever. It's about being realistic about that everything carries its own load of difficulty.
Yes. In other words, don't live under any illusion that that there are situations where there's no problem or hardships.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is, there's difficulties.
There will be a part of that will take something. It will take effort from you.
And so the quote says, names a few examples or situations, and then it says, choose your heart.
Yeah.
And it ends and says, choose wisely. Because the hardship that you choose determines how you get up in the morning, how you feel about a meaningful life. And it's often a long process of discernment.
And it might be that you are in a situation where the hard is really harmful or not viable, or is sending you in a very, very dangerous course, so that you have to decide, and the decisions might be, the options might be also that there will be hardships. But then maybe it's easier to choose because you don't really have a choice. You can't continue on that journey with that hard.
Yeah.
But it would be an illusion to think that moving out of that situation will just solve everything.
And I think it's an important thing that what you are saying there, where you say sometimes it's almost easy when you know if you carry on like this, it will be a dead end.
Yeah.
You don't have an option.
Yeah.
The challenge often is when it's difficult for us to choose which difficulty.
Yes, it's not often that clear.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not often that clear. And we don't often know the situation that we're moving into. So it's an unknown hard.
Yes.
In many instances.
Do you think that people, or that we, often stick to a situation and don't choose our heart because we know this is true.
Yeah, we know,
And
and we know this hard.
and we know this hard.
Yeah.
And we know we might have dreams and visions of a different situation, but deep down we know there's hard there as well. And we are wondering whether that hard isn't more difficult than this hard.
Yeah.
So we stick to it.
Yeah.
Eh,
It gets like a really sticky thing. There's also, and I think that's also important to know that you might be looking from outside on people's lives and looking at their
Yes.
lives, say they
Yeah.
have a wonderful life. Even if it's a wonderful life and they also feel it's a wonderful life, that even that life has its hardships,
Yes.
has its effort, has its challenges. There is just no situation where that part is not there.
Yes. Yes.
It will, and it's about choosing, I think, not choosing the hard really. It's about choosing the situation where the hardships you do, because the rewards are always more than more than enough, more than satisfactory, satisfying, life giving. So you're choosing the hard in that situation because that is what makes you come alive. The relationship, the life, the place, the
Yes.
career, whatever it is.
Yes.
Think of an athlete.
Yeah.
Think of the option between being fit and being unfit.
Yeah.
To be unfit and growing older and discovering how you get more and more stiff and the hardships that come with that, getting in and out of a car or getting up from the floor, all those things, and then to be fit. It's hard to become fit and to keep being fit.
Yes.
It's not easy.
Yeah, but you have to choose your heart.
You have to choose the hard.
You have to choose your
Yeah.
heart.
And then, yeah.
Talking about looking from the outside into a situation, it's often the case. I remember when we were living up in Gauteng, we lived in an area where they were farming with maize and soybeans and vegetables and so on. That was the farming produce that, and often I heard farmers in conversations saying, you know what, this is so difficult. We don't get prices for our produce and so on. A cattle farmer, that's an easy way of farming. Much easier. You're not so hands-on. You can let the cattle graze and then you gather them and you take them to the abattoir. And now we've moved to Wakkerstroom, and on both occasions, first at Barrowfield and now here at Tafelkop, we're living on cattle farms. And all we can say, it's not true.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's definitely
It's
also
really,
not easy.
really not easy.
Yeah.
Cattle farming has huge, huge challenges. So from the outside, it looks easy, but it has its hard. And you have to choose your hard.
And I think it boils down to choosing the thing that you really feel you must be doing, or the life that you feel that you must live. I read a book of Elizabeth Gilbert a while ago called Big Magic, and in that she talks about the passion side of how do you know that this is what you should be busy with. And I don't know whether it's another word, but it's to say the hard in the situation. I'll say the word once and then we'll work around it. But she talks about the fact that in everything there is a shit pie. And the way that you would know that this is what you probably should be doing because you are prepared to have that pie, to eat that pie.
Yeah.
So even though it's not nice, you will do the part that's hard, that's difficult, that's dirty, that's all of that, because that is where your passion lies. That is what you don't mind doing, or or don't, or will always come back to. You want to do that thing, even the hard. You choose that hard.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. To a degree, it's a matter of this is my art.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is my art.
Yeah.
To an extent, this uh, small story of this guy working in the circus, cleaning up behind elephants after their performances, coming with a scoop and a broom, cleaning up. And another person was witnessing this, and he came up to him and he said, "Have you ever thought of doing another job or moving out of the circus?" And this guy looked up in astonishment and he said, "What? And leave show business?" He might be under an illusion, but this was his heart.
Yeah. To be in a situation where he felt seen, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah. I think on the other hand, just to say that quickly, is that sometimes you also have to realize that the hard that you are experiencing is not life-giving, is destructive.
Yeah.
Is so that maybe this is not the hard that you should be choosing.
Yes, yes.
That you should be looking out for other situations, for other options, even though you know that there will be hardship.
Yes.
So that's also important, because we can stay stuck.
Yeah.
With a hard that we should not be dealing with.
Yeah. That can be detrimental.
Yeah.
Thank you. We hope you are staying warm there. And next week we'll talk again.
Keep well, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.